Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's Toolbox Talk on electrical safety. I'm your safety officer, and today's topic is relevant to all of us, whether you work directly with electrical systems or just nearby. This talk will help you understand common electrical hazards and how to control them so you stay alert and stay safe. Let's begin with why electrical safety matters. First, electrical incidents can cause serious injuries such as burns, falls, fires, or even fatalities. Second, electricity is silent and invisible. You can't see it, smell it, or hear it, but it can strike without warning. Third, the good news is that most electrical accidents are preventable. Simple checks and proper planning can avoid dangerous situations. And finally, remember, strictly following safety procedures can save your life and your coworker's life. Now we'll talk about the common electrical hazards you might face on site. First, exposed or damaged wires are extremely dangerous. They can cause shock even if they don't spark. Second, poorly maintained tools or machines may have frayed cords or internal faults that lead to electrocution. Third, overloaded sockets or circuits can overheat and start a fire. Never connect multiple heavy load devices to a single outlet. Fourth, using tools or cables near wet conditions increases your risk of electrical shock. Water conducts electricity. Next, avoid using loose or temporary connections. Always ensure cables are properly secured and shielded. Sixth, working on live equipment is a major hazard. Power must always be isolated first. Seventh, missing grounding or bonding on electrical systems can cause severe shock in case of fault. And finally, always stay alert around overhead and underground power lines. These are high voltage and deadly if contacted. Here's a real story to understand the impact. A technician attempted to fix a loose cable in a live panel without isolating power. There was no lockout tagout procedure in place. Suddenly, an arc flash occurred. He suffered third-degree burns on his face and hands. He wasn't wearing PPE, didn't have a work permit, and didn't test the panel before starting. The lesson? Always isolate the circuit, test it with an approved tester, and protect yourself with PPE. Never rush or skip steps. Let's go over the basic electrical safety precautions, one by one. First, inspect all cords and tools every day. Look for cuts, burn marks, or loose connections. Second, never allow electrical tools near water or wet surfaces. It greatly increases the shock risk. Third, always use extension cords and tools rated for the job. Don't use household cords at a construction site. Fourth, never bypass breakers or fuses. These are safety devices meant to stop power in dangerous situations. Fifth, install GFCIs for all temporary connections. They quickly shut down power during a fault or current leak. Next, always keep panel doors closed to prevent accidental contact with live parts. Seventh, always disconnect the power before doing any repair or inspection. And finally, ensure proper grounding and bonding. This safely directs stray currents away from your body. Now, let's cover the personal protective equipment you need for electrical safety. Start with electrical rated insulated gloves. They protect your hands from shock. Next, wear flame resistant clothing to minimize burn injuries in case of arc flash. Dielectric boots insulate your feet from ground faults and reduce shock risks. Use an arc-rated face shield or hood to protect your face and eyes from arc flash burns. Also, wear a helmet with arc protection, especially when working near panels or live parts. And finally, don't forget safety glasses to shield your eyes from sparks or debris. Here are some critical do's and don'ts. First, test all circuits before you touch them. Use a voltage tester. Use insulated tools designed for electrical work only. Maintain a safe distance from exposed or energized parts. Always follow proper lockout tagout procedures before starting work. And report any damaged wires, tools, or panels immediately. Now, the don'ts. Don't touch any wire unless you've tested it and confirmed it's de-energized. Don't ever use water to clean electrical tools. Don't bypass circuit breakers or safety fuses. They are installed to protect you. Don't assume circuits are off just because the switch is off. Test it. And don't wear metal jewelry while working. It can conduct electricity and cause severe burns. If someone suffers electrical shock, here's what to do. First and most important, do not touch the victim directly while they are in contact with electricity. Second, switch off the power from the main source immediately. Third, call the emergency response number. If needed, use a dry wooden stick or plastic object to separate the person from the current. Check if they are breathing and if there's a pulse. Only perform CPR if you are trained to do so, and stay with the victim until medical help arrives. Now let's look at key control measures that help prevent electrical accidents. Conduct regular toolbox talks and refresher safety training for all workers. Post clear signage and danger labels near panels and cables. Ensure only certified electricians work on electrical systems. Follow proper lockout tagout procedures for maintenance. Frequently inspect temporary power setups for wear overloads or water exposure. Make sure ELCVs or GFCIs are installed and working. Maintain proper clearance around panels, don't block access, and perform regular electrical audits and inspections to ensure compliance. As we finish, remember this: respect electricity. It's powerful and unforgiving. Always follow your work procedures step by step. Wear the correct PPE before you begin any job. And finally, always think before you act. That small pause can save a life. That's the end of today's Toolbox Talk on electrical safety. If you have any questions, please ask them now. And don't forget to sign the attendance register before you leave. Thank you. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share it with your team.